What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and we have another case of the Switch tax striking down at gamers. Yes, it's happening again, where games on the Nintendo Switch are more expensive than their counterparts on other systems, despite them actually running worse, and in some cases, well, let's face it, the majority of cases, actually looking worse, yet still costing more money. So what are we looking at this time? Well, we're looking at the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, where the game is 50% and above more expensive compared to other platforms, despite being exactly the same game. Now, of course, this whole deal with the game in question, and well, the 12 games in the Street Fighter collection, of course, there's no visual downgrades or anything here because, well, they're sprite-based games. But let's take a quick second just to look at what could potentially be at play here. When you look back at, say, Capcom and how they're going to release the Mega Man X Legacy collection with the actual first collection on the card, and then the second part of it included as a digital download code. Now, for all intents and purposes, we have no idea if that is the case with the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I'm assuming they're all going to be on the game card, especially when you look at the price of the game card as well. Many people always love to say that the sweet spot of game card production and cost and value and whatever is the 8GB card. They do come in smaller and larger varieties, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and the delayed into the future 64, with the price increasing to developers and manufacturers and publishers and whoever when you go above the 1GB card. Every time you go up a capacity size, the actual cost goes up as well. So let's look at what they're actually including on this. Now again, this is all on the assumption that all 12 games are going to be included in the package and no download code or anything like that as well. So straight off the bat, the majority of these games are completely wrote off. Street Fighter, all versions of Street Fighter 2, these games are negligible. They're in the single or very low double digits of MB. And then you can look at the games in the Alpha series. We'll even be generous and give them the Sega Saturn version. Or just to be extra generous, for Street Fighter Alpha 3, we'll actually give it the Dreamcast version, because just for the sake of it, that's a 1GB disc. And then of course you've got the 3 different versions of Street Fighter 3. Again, all Dreamcast, let's give them all 1GB each there. So you're looking at under 6GB. So if Capcom has opted to put them all on the one game card and no download code, you're looking at what's probably going to be an 8GB card. And that alone is driving the price of the game up by 50% and above compared to rival platforms. You can't blame Capcom for being cheap on this one, like many people did with the Mega Man collection. I still blame Nintendo for that one because they have created a system that requires proprietary media that costs them more to manufacture and license out to developers. They made the choice, other companies have to deal with it. And by comparison, we have to suffer for it. So Switch fans actually have absolutely no right to be mad at Capcom in this situation. They were pissed off at Capcom for cheaping out, if you will, on the 1GB card for the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and now they're actually getting it. It's like, okay, Capcom are listening to you. They're making it all so it all fits on one card. And look what they have to do because of it. They have to buy a bigger card, which is more expensive, which means they're either going to make less money or charge more for it. You got your wish, deal with it. Now, at the end of the day, this doesn't affect me personally. I'm getting this on PC. But I just wanted to highlight it yet again, that such a small game, less than 8GB, costs 50% more than it does on the PlayStation 4, and over 50% more, almost double what it costs on Xbox One. There's no price on the PC version as it is at the moment, but hell, it's certainly going to be cheaper than the Nintendo Switch version. So that's it, we're just going to leave it there, and don't even try come at me with, oh, it's 2 different versions of the game. You get to play a handheld one, a portable one, and a home one. No, stop, leave. Portability is no excuse. Anyway, let me know your opinion on the whole Nintendo Switch tax, especially when it comes to this game, because it's such a stark difference. Usually it's only a couple of euro or a couple of pounds, a couple of dollars more, but now it's 50% and more in comparison to other platforms. Let me know if this is going to affect your purchasing decision in any way. Were you going to get it on the Switch till you saw this kind of thing, or now you're just going to pick it up on something else? Or were you going to pick it up on something else the whole time anyway? Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section below. Hit the appropriate button to let me know how I did on the video. Maybe even hit the subscribe button. I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.